Good evening and welcome to Prime TV News with me, Bhavanka Manathunga. First, let's take a look at your headlines. ITN marks 40th anniversary. Poson Festival to be held under state patronage. Strong laws against hate speech and false information. Shan Vijayalal becomes the governor of the Eastern Province. Narendra Modi visits Sri Lanka on the 9th. And in news overseas, more than 2,000 Ebola cases reported in the Democratic Republic of Congo. First up in local news, ITN, which is the first television channel in Sri Lanka, marks its 40th anniversary today.
ITN.
Marking the 40th anniversary, ITN has organised an all-night Pirith chanting ceremony at the head office at Vikramasingapura tonight. A range of programmes has been organised to celebrate the anniversary under the directives of the chairperson of the ITN Media Network, Tilaka Jayasundara. ITN's General Manager A.R. Subasinghe, DGM Programmes Indrajit Vanyarachi and several senior officials attended some events held today to mark the anniversary. ITN has taken measures to air a series of new programmes throughout the month to cater to viewers. The all-night Pirith chanting will commence at 8 p.m. today at the head office premises with the participation of 40 Buddhist monks. The almsgiving will be held next morning. Hindu and Catholic religious observances to mark the 40th anniversary were held previously. Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe says full state patronage will be extended to the upcoming Poson Festival. The Prime Minister made the comment at a special meeting which was held at Temple Trees. It was revealed that more than 1 million Buddhist devotees will flock to Anuradhapura during the Poson season. Measures have been taken to meet all the requirements of the devotees. The Prime Minister stressed that all security measures will be taken to ensure safety of the people during the Poson season. He also urged the public to carry out all the Buddhist activities during the season. Addressing the meeting, Minister Vajra Abeyewardene said that all-night Pirith chanting sessions will be held at all divisional secretariats and district secretariats island-wide on the 13th of this month. Minister Akala Viraj Kariwasam said that a nationwide SIL campaign will be conducted covering all the government schools in line with the Poson Festival. President Maithripala Sirisena met with representatives of the Sri Lanka Free State Trade Union Federation. The meeting was held at the Presidential Secretariat. Trade unions representing a spectrum of areas including the railway sector, education, health, etc. met with the President. They brought forward their issues to him. One of the major issues the trade union representatives raised was the discontinuation of the pension scheme for government employees who joined after the 1st of January 2016. The President also paid attention on implementing a common program to make government employees who have served in their relevant organizations for more than 180 days permanent in their positions. The President also discussed the matter of implementing a common regulatory system for the second language bar examination for public servants. President Sirisena promised to extend utmost support to solve the burning issues of government employees. He requested the trade union representatives to submit their issues and suggestions to him in writing. Muslims celebrate Eid ul-Fitr after concluding the month of Ramadan today. Ramadan month is the 9th month of the Islamic calendar. As the new moon was sighted, Islamic devotees all over the world commenced celebrating Ramadan festival. Issuing a congratulatory message, President Maithripala Sirisena says the fasting period led by Islamic devotees, withholding worldly pleasures, sacrificing, indulging in religious rituals, and offering one's own earnings to the poor and the helpless, symbolizes the spirituality common to all South Asian religious philosophies. He added that a religion that teaches to experience the hunger of others and to learn to sacrifice to merge with others is, indeed, an invaluable gift to society. In this long journey of human civilization, we come across all the religious practices, beliefs, and philosophies of the world. The President pointed out that thus the common string of humanity is much further than the religious followings. Issuing a message, Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe says the annual observance of Ramadan is of profound significance to Muslims everywhere. It centers on the spirituality, humanistic ideals, and social principles that lie at the heart of Islam. The Premier noted that these are the values that have guided the Sri Lankan Muslim community, which has long been an integral part of the nation. Issuing a message on Ramazan festival, opposition leader Mahinda Rajapaksa said that true Muslims respect all faiths and religions. He added that they love the motherland to the highest noble end. Speaker Karujaya Surya states that Muslims in Sri Lanka have been part and parcel of a local culture spanning many centuries. The Cabinet of Ministers has granted approval to amend the Penal Code and the Code of Criminal Procedure to enable legal action against individuals who propagate hate speech and false information. The aim of the Cabinet decision is to prevent false information and hate speech that hinder national security and reconciliation. The offenders will be subjected to a 1 million rupee fine or a 5-year imprisonment under the revision of the legislation. Former Chief Minister of the Southern Province, Shan Vijayalal de Silva, has been appointed as the new governor of the Eastern Province. Shan Vijayalal de Silva took oaths before President Maithripala Sirisena. He was sworn in the new position at the Presidential Secretariat. Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi will arrive in Sri Lanka on the 9th of this month. The Indian Premier is scheduled to visit the island nation at 11 a.m. on the 9th. He will leave the country on the same day. Narendra Modi will also visit the Maldives during his tour. The World Environment Day is celebrated today. The national ceremony to mark the World Environment Day will take place tomorrow under the patronage of President Maithripala Sirisena. The theme of the national ceremony of the World Environment Day is minimizing air pollution by sustainable management of forest cover. The project to plant 80,000 tree saplings also commenced today. The government has declared a National Environmental Week from the 30th of last month in line with the World Environment Day. During the week, a range of programs were conducted to educate the general public on environmental pollution and several other areas. Scientists have found that air pollution has been one of the major threats to health of human beings. According to the latest researchers, 9 out of 10 people in the world live in contaminated airspaces. The program to plant 80,000 tree saplings commenced in Habarana today under the patronage of State Minister Ajith Mannamperuma. 500 saplings were planted at the Hurlu Environmental Zone in Habarana under the first phase. In more local news, visiting Australian Home Affairs Minister Peter Dutton assured continued support to Sri Lanka when he met with Sri Lankan Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe at Temple Trees. During the meeting, the Australian minister has said that while further strengthening the bilateral friendship between the two countries, Australia will continue to provide ongoing support to Sri Lanka to rebuild after the Easter Sunday tragedy. Dutton also discussed Australia's tough border protection policy with the Premier and expressed his views on the measures that will be taken against those who come to Australia illegally. The Prime Minister expressed his gratitude to Australia for the support extended to Sri Lanka. Parliamentarian Field Marshal Sarath Fonseca says the general public has the right to know about injustices that have been inflicted on them. Sarath Fonseca made the comment speaking on false propaganda rounded by some politicians on the Parliamentary Select Committee. He noted that discussing issues that have implications on the life of the people would not tarnish national security. He added that the general public should know about the real culprits behind the Easter Sunday attack. Sarath Fonseca explained that people who have limited knowledge on security affairs boast that discussing such matters would put national security in danger. The parliamentarian states that the terms, for instance, eyes only, were divulged during a session of the Parliamentary Select Committee are not serious intelligence. Sarath Fonseca also said that the Millennium City incident is a fabricated story that has been cooked up for political purposes. Minister Mangala Samaravira says some elements are trying to divide society with the view of grabbing power in politics, religious organisations and businesses. In more local news, Minister Ravi Karunanayake says an agreement has been reached on amending the fee structure of purchasing electricity under the Surya Bala Sangrama programme. The minister made the comment at a meeting held with the Solar Power Supply Association and the Sustainable Energy Authority. The meeting was attended by the Secretary to the Ministry, Dr. Suren Batagoda, as well. Former Minister Parliamentarian Kabir Hashim says he took measures on behalf of the country and not to protect any individual. Kabir Hashim further said that it was his duty to keep aloof from government office to support law enforcement authorities during a crucial period. He added that one time he resigned from the position of General Secretary of the UNP on behalf of his party, and this time he resigned on behalf of the nation. Kabir Hashim stressed that his commitment is meant for the betterment of the country and not any individuals or certain groups. Well, that wraps up our news bulletin for today. Be sure to check out www.itnnews.lk for the very latest on those stories and more. For Prime TV News, I'm Barnaka Manathunga. Have a pleasant evening.